StarStuff. Welcome to the Spaced Out ASMR channel. I'm Jay, and normally I would tell you that I'm going to help you get to sleep by reading to you about some of the amazing things in our night sky. However, last night I shot a Valentine's Day special about the planet Venus, and I messed it up big time. So tonight we're going to do something just a little bit different, a lot of bit different. I guess between like losing that video and just the pressures of trying to get my STEM degree is incredibly difficult, and some other personal things I don't know how to feel about it, but I feel some kind of way, and you guys are just really awesome. You've shown me so much kindness and support, and after doing 12 straight hours of chemistry calculations, I'm not kidding, 12 straight hours, there was nothing more that I wanted to do than come sit down and just shoot some content. So I think that I'm going to talk about, I guess, just whatever crosses my mind, as well as maybe the direction that I want to take this channel. And I thought that it might be fun if I did our eye makeup as well. So if you're into that, you want to stick around, that's great. I would love to have you here. So yeah, if you would be so kind as to click the like and subscribe button. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, so I'm gonna start with putting on your eye primer for eyeliner, eyeshadow, but I don't really do eyeshadow, I just do eyeliner. So yeah, we're gonna start out with that. This is Thank Me Later by Elizabeth Mott. It's a Robert Welsh recommendation, which I use a lot of like drugstore cosmetics, and if he ever talks about like drugstore cosmetics, I'm all over that. Yeah, as a broke college student. So yeah, okay. Close your eyes. I used to be a dog groomer, so I'm kind of used to like holding on to the dog's head and like turning it. I guess I could just like ask you to turn your head, but I guess that's like a little bit too easy. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with my, oh no, I think I lost it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I'm gonna go in with my brush and just kind of spread it out a little. I'm really trying not to just grab onto your head. It takes a little bit more restraint than I have sometimes. Okay, I'm gonna do mine as well. So I guess that I should tell you a little bit about myself. I have a dog. Her name is Ursa Minor. She's named after the constellation for the Little Dipper. And I am working on a very intense biology type degree because I would like to go into research one day. Maybe I would also like to go into like science communication because there aren't very many, I feel like there aren't very many women science communicators. I think if I'm gonna do this, I'm probably always gonna do ASMR videos, but I think maybe one day I might want to do like maybe like edutainment, kind of like Kyle Hill. Okay, so I'm gonna while the eye primer dries, I'm gonna do your eyebrows, but the handle broke off my spoolie, so I've just got like the spoolie part, but yeah, bear with me. I don't really have like the eyebrow soap like everybody else uses, so I'm just gonna use the primer again. It works just fine, so. But yeah, I think maybe in the very, very far future, I might want to go into science communication, or I'm sorry, I think I might want to do like those edutainment videos as well as ASMR. But for now, this is just a hobby that I do when I need a break from all those science calculations, chemistry calculations and such. like I've thought about doing like some very Eda Fox coded I've thought about doing like some very Eda Fox coded like chemistry or biology tutor videos. But I would like to do those in a place other than my apartment, because if you've noticed, my videos have a lot of jump cuts to them, and that's because my apartment complex is so noisy. And if I were to do a role play, I would want to do it. I would want to do it all in one cut, if possible, or as few cuts as possible. Just because I feel like that probably is like a little bit more realistic. I mean, that's the whole point of a role play, right? Is to make it seem realistic. Oh, I bought a camera. I finally bought like a nice camera, because right now I'm just using my phone as a webcam. I bought a Logitech Brio, and I mean, it's nothing fancy. I just used some of my tax return to get it, but it's gonna be here in like a week, so I'm really excited. I'm really excited to have that. Okay, so your eye primer should be dry, so I'm going to go ahead and put your eyeliner on. I like to use the gel eyeliners, and like I said, you know, I don't really use anything special. This is Lasting Drama by Maybelline, and I just like to put it on with like an angled, it's like an eyebrow brush, but I like it because you can like make the tip really thin, you can chisel it really thin, and you can use it to draw like really fine lines around your eye. So yeah. I guess I could like tap on it and stuff. I'm still kind of getting the hang of this ASMR stuff, you know. But okay. All right, close your eyes and hold still. Hold still. Okay. Good, good. I'm just gonna, I guess, put this. Do you like winged eyeliner? Okay. I'm just gonna draw this in then, and just a little bit longer. I'm getting ready to start on your other eye. Okay, this might feel weird, but I'm gonna stretch your eyelid out a little bit, and I'm sorry, I'm left-handed. I like to hang out at like really weird angles. Do you wear eyeliner often? I do. I wear eyeliner almost every day because I feel like my eyes look really small when I don't. What I like to do is I like to go in around like my bottom lid, and then like make a line from my bottom lid out to my eyebrow, and that's usually how I make like winged eyeliner. I like to go for that. Like, I'm not as much a cat eye person, but you know, I like the fox eye look. I guess there's not too much of a difference, but I think the fox eye kind of like starts at the bottom eyelid and works its way up, I think. I like to play with makeup, but I don't know too awful much about it, I guess. Do you like Taylor Swift? Are you a Swiftie? You know, I don't listen to her music a whole lot. She's just not really, you know, my cup of tea, but she is super nice and super kind to her fans, and we love a kind girly on this channel. So, are you gonna watch the Super Bowl this weekend? I mean, I'm also not much into sports either, but I'll probably catch the halftime show on YouTube. You know, the halftime show is usually pretty fun. My favorite one ever was when Prince did the halftime show and he sang Purple Rain and it actually started to rain. That's magic, you know? Like, I don't know if I believe in magic, but if magic was real, Prince was definitely magic. Um, oh, I've got a fun fact. Did you know that, Edgar Allan Poe was from Baltimore, Maryland? He was, and that's why the Baltimore Ravens are the Baltimore Ravens. They're named after his book, or short story, I guess. They're named after the Raven, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I love a fun fact, so if you've got fun facts, you can drop me a few down below. Yeah, I'm not super huge on like Taylor Swift or football, but I guess that's why I'm into like nerdy things like outer space. Yeah, I guess you can see I'm not like the best at eyeliner. Very rarely ever do I put it on like perfectly. I guess I'm also doing it kind of quick, but I usually go back over it with concealer. So, yeah, you might see me do that. Okay, actually I think I want to touch up your eye makeup over here. Just a little bit. Yeah, you know, like I said, I'm not always the best at drawing in the lines. Kind of tilt your head back and look at me like that. Good. Good job. Perfect. Okay, so if I'm not into Taylor Swift, maybe you guys would be interested in learning about the music that I'm into. That way all the Swifties can make fun of me. I think that maybe my taste in music might be a little bizarre to some people. Yeah, maybe when I get done with this eye, I'll read to you my Spotify playlist, or not my playlist, but my most listened to songs of last year. That probably gives you a pretty good idea of my music taste. But yeah, I bet. I mean, I gotta listen to a little bit of everything, and I mean that. But I you guys are probably gonna think I'm kind of strange because, well, when I was a really young kid, we didn't get TV. Period. We just didn't get TV. And what I used to do for entertainment is I used to listen to this hard rock station for like 8 hours a day. So I kind of have a taste for like heavy metal and hard rock. But I also listen to pop music and I listen to rap on occasion. But I mean, I stick to like crusty old white guy music. But you know, like I listen to pop sometimes. I I like pop. I listen to like The Weeknd, and I'm not like a huge fan of like Ariana Grande, but sometimes Doja Cat's music is really good. Like I like her newer music, but like some of the things she said to her fans, I'm just not cool with. But you know, I guess she's right when she says like I don't have to like her as a person. So yeah, that's true. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna read about my Spotify playlist. Okay, are you ready for this? I mean, it's like I feel like it might be kind of embarrassing because I think the music you listen to maybe says a lot about a person. But my most listened to song last year was "Kill the Noise" by Papa Roach, followed up by "No Leaf Clover" by Metallica. After that is "Push" by Matchbox 20 because of the Barbie movie. And then my next two are Matt Mason, "Cringe," Peppers. I have a Chili Peppers tattoo. They're not like my favorite band, but I go hard for the Chili Peppers sometimes. Hallucinogenics, another song by Pat Mason. Go Your Own Way by Fleetwood Mac. Youth by Glass Animals. And I love Glass Animals. I went and saw them in concert not too long ago. And I probably started listening to them like a long time ago, like way before they got famous, and I was so surprised to hear Heat Waves on the radio. I am so proud of them. Like they had a huge hit on the radio, like it still plays on the radio, and it's from like what, 2020? Like, good job, guys. After that is Before I Forget by Slipknot, Teenage Dirtbag by Wheatus, Instant Crush by like, I can't see my screen, but it's Daft Punk. Oh my goodness, Random Access Memories is one of my favorite albums of all time. So good. After that, it's Party Monster by The Weeknd, and let's see, oh, Drain the Blood by The Distillers, and Don't Let Me Get Me by Pink. So, I mean, it's mostly hard rock, but it is kind of like a little bit of everything. Okay, this is Eyelash Primer. It's just L'Oreal. I've heard that it's a good dupe for the Lancome. I've heard it's a good dupe for the Lancome primer, but this is all I've ever used. So, but it's good. It's almost as good as like false eyelashes. Almost, not quite, but okay. Yeah. Do that thing again where you like hold your head back and look at me. Okay, I'm just gonna put this really close to your eye, and I just want you to like blink. Yeah, blink, and I'm gonna like zigzag my way up a little bit. Blink again. Good. Okay. And then, okay. Blink one more time. I lied. Blink a few more times. We've gotta get the other side. Okay, alright. I'm gonna do mine while we let that dry. I don't know if you're into music like that, if you're into like that, I guess heavier rock music. There is an ASMR artist that I found on Reddit not too long ago. I think he is Night Rider ASMR, and he ranked every Metallica song ever except for No Leaf Clover. Well, except for the album that No Leaf Clover was on. I think No Leaf Clover was a Reload reject, which Reload is kind of like a notoriously bad album, but I love that song. And it ended up on S&M, which stands for the Symphony in Metallica. And it's Metallica and the San Francisco Symphony Orchestra. So, I mean, that is one of my favorite albums, like ever, like probably top 10 favorite albums, because it's like, I guess it's kind of like a Metallica greatest hits album, but it's very cinematic. I feel like it's very well done. And I kind of just want to know, like I think about this all the time, is like the entire symphony orchestra, like Metallica fans, like how did they all agree to that? Because I feel like there's a lot of people in my life that when they hear music like Metallica, the first thing they think is just like, shut that off, right? I don't know. Well, I guess if you're playing in an orchestra, your music tastes need to be fairly dynamic, don't they? I did touch up my eye makeup with it's concealer, but I almost gotta use it as like foundation as well because it's that good. But this is Naked Quickie by Urban Decay. It's great. It's like the only expensive makeup product I buy. It's $30 for this bottle, and it's got a brush on it as well. The brush isn't great, but I really like it for contouring, which is not what it's made for. But yeah. Anyway. So I'm going to I think I'm gonna put mascara on you next, and I think we might almost be done. So content, but it's just like my interests are really focused in on outer space right now, I guess, for whatever reason. I mean, it is very interesting. Like, I don't know, my favorite episode I think to learn about so far has been the Europa Clipper mission. Like, there's just so much there that makes Europa like an interesting place. I've thought about doing like stargazing videos, like maybe take a picture of my like the night sky and tell you what constellations are there. But I live in a very densely populated metropolitan area with lots of light pollution. I mean, I can see like Orion and Perseus and like a few of those out right now, but like some of the dimmer constellations like Aries, there's just like no way we could see those. But I do have a question for you. If you go stargazing, where do you like to go? I have always wanted to go to Bar Harbor, Maine, because it's got you can see the Milky Way galaxy from, like, they've got a dark park at Acadia National Park, and I would love to see that. I would like to go to this dark park so much. But on top of that, they have like whale watching. You could go whale watching, and there's well, I mean, like there's hiking and stuff, but like bioluminescent algae. How neat is that? Like, you can go kayaking in bioluminescent algae, which they tell you to straight up never touch bioluminescent algae because of, like, well, I'm sure you know about like the diatoms and like the red algae and stuff in Florida, but I mean, I don't know. I've never even seen bioluminescent algae in person, but I would absolutely love to see it. Like, yeah, so you can see the Milky Way galaxy. There's whale watching. There's bioluminescent algae and puffins. I don't know if you know this, but I love a puffin. They are my favorite birds. That's like one of the only videos that I've done that's not outer space themed is puffins. They are better than penguins, and I will die on that hill. They can fly, and penguins can't. So, yeah, and they're like colorful too. They're super colorful, and they're friendly. So, you should check out some puffins. I think I am almost done. I guess I should put in my I think I should do the rest of my mascara, but I just wanted to ask if you knew where the name StarStuff, like I call all of you guys, comes from, because it's an homage to a man named Carl Sagan. He's he's passed on now, but he was an astrobiologist. I think they really credit him with starting astrobiology, but he had this show called Cosmos, and he also had a book called Cosmos, and that's a line from both of those things. And I just wanted to, I know I've explained it in the past, but he's been on my mind a lot this week, and I think that sentiment is just really sweet because, well, basically, all of the atoms that make up you and all of the atoms that make up me were all fused in a dying star, right? So, it's, so all of these atoms that make up us were all fused in a dying star. That means we are literally the cosmos, right? And one of my favorite things that he says when in this quote is that when you look up at the night sky, you are the universe looking back at itself. You are the universe personified. And I just think that's amazing. Like, that is such an endearing quote, and I think that is one of the I think that is just one of the most lovely things that I could think of to call a person, because, I mean, if you think about it, what are the chances that all of the atoms that make up who you are ended up in you to make up you. I mean, they could have been anywhere in the universe, and here they are in you. Do you realize how special that makes you? And the fact that we are all here in the same time, in the same space, and my atoms are interacting with your atoms, and we're here together. That's such an amazing thing, and I think we all just forget that. And I mean, everybody just goes about their lives, and we have jobs, and we, have lives. We have families, and sometimes we just never stop to think about how small we are and how connected we are, and just like how small our problems are. And I mean, I'll admit that, like, I'm one of the first people to do that, right? Because all I can think about is like this chemistry report that I have due, and it's just like everything outside of that is just so much bigger, isn't it? But well, I would like to do some content in the future about Carl Sagan, because I mean, obviously he is somebody that means a lot to me. I've read his books. I've read a few of his books. But I found the TV show Cosmos. Like, I've always been like a big science nerd, but I found the TV show Cosmos at a very difficult time in my life, and it's kind of a shame that. Well, I mean, there's the Neil deGrasse Tyson version of it that's on Hulu, and I think it's on Disney Plus, but you can't find the original Cosmos hardly anywhere, and that's a real shame. I do know where you can find the first episode of it. It's on Reddit somewhere. I don't know if I should like link it below or not, because I don't know if it's legal. I don't know if it's like legal to watch this or not. But there's plenty of clips on YouTube of Carl Sagan. Like, there's his own, like, I think his estate has like their own YouTube channel and stuff. And there's all kinds of just like really famous things that Carl Sagan has said. Like, there's StarStuff, but then there's also like the pale blue dot, and there's I don't even know. There's just so much of it. But anyway, if you have content ideas, let me know. Oh, and I know that one of my subscribers had some very specific book requests. I didn't forget you. I'm working on it. But I just wanted to let you know that you've not been forgotten. So thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I really, really appreciate it. I've had a lot of fun. Thank you for bearing with me as I like stumble through my eye makeup and stumble through yours. But you look great, by the way. You look gorgeous. And I really enjoyed the time that we spent together, and it really did help me relax after 12 hours of homework. So yeah, well, I guess I will see you next week. Peace and love. Bye.